Hello, my fellow space hobos, you wayward, delinquent son of a bitches. It's me, Esh, and this is EchPlays Galacticraft. Welcome back to the newly expanded moon base. That's right, as you might recall, the wall was here. I've made this whole area, but mostly it was for an expanded roof. As you can see, we have much more roof space. I've added 3 new solar panels, so we have 6. I also plugged in the energy storage module because it came to my attention that that probably should have been one of the first things, since we have to wait so long for days to pass. I read somewhere further that the nights are 13 days long. I don't know if it's 8 or 13. It's just really long time. During the nighttime periods, you have no energy source. So what I've also done is I built turbines, wind turbines. I've got 2 wind turbines. It's the most I could build considering our resources were limited and I had to go mining for this stuff. So I've got 3 new solar panels, 2 wind turbines. I bought 2 new coal generators down here for backup power, even though we have 0 coal because I'm a scrub. We have no coal for those, so they're there, just sitting in the corner, you know, feeling neglected, feeling worthless. I'm sorry, coal generators, I'm truly sorry. You're not worthless. Okay, you're kind of worthless. So, as you can see, I've got all these different outlets. I've got some sealable wire outlets over here. All these are aluminum wire, sealable, so that oxygen doesn't escape. And that brings me to what we're going to try to do today as our main objective, which is to create a sealed oxygen environment with using the oxygen sealer, I think is what's called. Where is it? Yeah, oxygen sealer. So let's put this on our hotbar because we got a few things we want to do today. I've got all sorts of stuff. As you can see, I've chopped down most of the trees out front, and I have a new garden. Look at this. It's like a greenhouse on space. It's made of glass. Got about 5 trees and some flowers. I don't know if the flowers create oxygen or not, but I put them out here because it looks better. Unfortunately, you can't. I don't have a way to bring grass up here, so they're just gonna have to do with dirt. And then I have these 2: a sealable oxygen pipe and a sealable aluminum wire, because we're gonna need to run power and oxygen pipes out there because we need to replace where our what is it, collector was. So the first thing we need to do real fast, because our oxygen is going down super fast in our oxygen tanks, is place this oxygen collector with the quickness. So let's go ahead and try to get it the right direction, because we want both ports to be facing outward away from the trees. That is not the way we wanted this to happen. Unfortunately, anti-gravity really is just a saucy minx of a bastard, and it's a pain in the ass. Okay, so here's your power blotch. It's not a word. It is a word, but it's not the right word. So we're going to go ahead and pop. You know what would be better? We need it to face the opposite direction. Let's see if we can get that done. Where's our thing at? Alright, we need it so that the oxygen is on this side. How do we do that? Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so let's see. We need the oxygen pipe here, and then we need the wires over the top into this thing so that it can receive pirate. So we can receive pirates, which is the new unit of measurement of energy. That's not true. I don't know why I said pirates. Probably because I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so this thing is hooked up, so is this. All we need now is to put our oxygen sealer down so that it's facing the right direction. So we need this side to face into the wall. How do we do that? Well, just like this. Hell yeah. Alright, put the oxygen sealer down here. That should be perfect. Assuming it's not an asshole and it can just actually hook up without having any oxygen pipes, as long as it's touching and so forth. Now we need to hook this up to our main power outlet. Bacon in your burger. That song. I don't know. You guys seen that commercial? It's a really nice song. I don't know. I've got power going. This thing is filling up with oxygen. That means it should be doing things. I don't know if it is or not. This thing is empty. This thing is not emptying. So maybe we do need... Okay, fine, we'll do it. I'm gonna do it, everybody. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make it just like that. Like this. Okay? Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's gonna make the power cord run right into the doorway. Alright. We're gonna have to... Oh, you know... Oh, shit. You know what? I'm gonna have to move this. Gonna have to move it. I'm sorry. What we're gonna do is... Actually, this could work out better, because we're gonna have to save one wire or so from it. Okay. Let's go back out here. Rewire this stuff. Okay. We're gonna be hooking this up here, here, and then here, and then we put a sealable aluminum wire here. That should be hooked up to the energy, okay? And then we put, we need just a normal block. Alright. Right here in the middle, okay? So we got our oxygen here, and then... I'm not sure this is going to work, actually, now that I think about it. We can try... We may just have to put it out in the middle of the floor, everybody. That's not the best, but it might just have to be. You know, it might just have to be. Because I don't think you can make it face. See, I wish you could make the outlets on the top. That'd be much easier, but you can't. Okay, so let's think about this. If we just pop it out here. Let's see. Needs to be the opposite. So we go on this side. That's hooked up, okay. Now we just need to... And I know this does not look great because it's out in the middle of the floor. Oh shit. What is this? This is a bubble distributor. We don't want that. What the hell? We need the sealer. Oxygen sealer. Hopefully this is the same. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, it's working. It is working, everyone. Everyone rejoice. Rejoice. Oh yes, it's working. So we have our oxygen sealer ready, which is not too bad because it sort of segregates our portal from the rest of the room in the most ugly way possible. Alright, so output vent is blocked. What the hell does that mean? God damn it. So what it's saying is it's a complete and utter douche is what's happening here. What about now? Enable seal. Output vent is blocked. What the hell does that mean? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so I don't know why it's saying output vent blocked, but I do know a few new things about this. First thing is, I don't think we're gonna have enough oxygen collectors out there to really do anything with it. Second thing, this place is apparently not even close to being sealed in. Actually, it is now because I replaced some stuff. I took the doors out while I was gone, and I replaced our reinforced glass with normal glass, which I think works, but it doesn't like regular doors, and it doesn't like a lot of other things as well. So what you have to do is build an airlock door, which I guess is what we're going to have to end up doing, which requires several things. It requires frames. Oops, did I not spell that right? They like to spell airlock with 2 words for some reason. Lock. Okay, we have a controller and an airlock frame. And as far as I know... Okay, sorry, I had to look it up again. As far as I know, we don't need the controller. It just helps automate it if you want to automate your controller, but we do need some of these. I think a 2x1 area is the smallest you can do, which is fine, because why would you want really a 1x1? A 2x1 is the size of a normal door. We do need a bunch of stuff for it, and for that we need to go back to the main base, which is honestly fine because we're running out of oxygen here anyway in our tanks, so we need to refill them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to power our thing here, our teleporter. And let's check and see if it's going up. Not really going up, is it? But that's probably because... There we go. It's going up now. Alright, so we're going to go back through, and we're going to start looking around for some materials to get this airlock stuff built. Really, though, I don't know if there's really a point. I think I'm going to wait for that, actually, now that I've went through the trouble of doing this. Like an idiot. I'm thinking about it more, and we don't have a lot of the materials left over there. All we have are some ores that we don't really need left, so I'm going to have to go mining again, because I use all of our stuff to build more solar panels and turbines. So I need to go mining before we can go back, because we need a lot of aluminum and a lot of the iron and steel to make these. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, so we would need 2 sets of this. Not to mention the stuff that is required for this, which is tin, and even more tin and steel. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to work on... we do need to go back. Shit, we do need to go back. I think we have plenty of power, though. We do need to go back just to fill our oxygen tanks up. So hopefully this place has energy left over. Let's see. Not enough power, so let's go to sleep. Alright, it's daytime on the Earth base. This is not getting energy, so we may have to reboot this system with our old... Not used to normal gravity now. Just like old times, we've wasted a wire. It's now up on top of that because life is awful. Living a life is awful. Alright, so this thing is getting energy, so what we need to do is fill our oxygen tanks up real fast. Alright, it's having trouble with power, isn't it? It is running out of power. Oh, it's leveled off now. It's leveled off. Perfect. Okay. So, the oxygen is going well. This thing does not have power. May be an issue. Might be an actual issue if this thing is not getting enough power, which doesn't really make sense because we've never had issues before. We've never had issues before. Okay. That's fine, though. We'll figure it out. Alright, so this is the only thing plugged in, right? It's only these 2 machines are the only things plugged in. Maybe once it's out of oxygen, it will start powering this up again. I'm curious to know what's going to happen. At least we're getting some oxygen out of it. Okay, let's take a look in our chest here and see if we have anything. We have 1 compressed tin. Alright, we have some uncompressed tin. We have gold, some more tin. I don't think we need copper, but if we do, we have it. We have some aluminum ore we can cook. Do we have a normal furnace? I think we took the normal furnace up there with us, and all we have is some charcoal. Let's see. Can we build a furnace? Can we build a furnace? Can we do something as ludicrous as build a furnace? Let's check. We can if... Oh, look at this. Some copper and some... Oh, single steel thingy. And I think we might need this canister as well. Perfect. Okay. What I'm going to do is... What I'm going to do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. This osmium pickaxe is really taking a beating, isn't it? Look at the durability. Surely we haven't mined that much with it. Alright, let's make a furnace for up here, or down here, however you want to look at it. Just to have it. And then we can smelt some stuff without using power. What were we going to smelt? We were going to smelt some aluminum. Where is that aluminum? We might as well do this while we're down here and get started. This is full. Here we go. We need to pop this charcoal in there. Pop it. Pop it like it's hot. That is the widest thing I've ever said. Okay. Everything's looking great. Everything is, in fact, looking fan-fucking-tastic out here. Not sure why this isn't gaining power. Probably because Galacticraft is terrible. Actually, it's a mechanism, really. It's a mechanism, I think, is what this stuff is. Why isn't this going up, is the question. This should be working. I don't know why it's not. 2.41 and not climbing. Not climbing one single fucking bit. Maybe we should unhook this? I don't know. Who cares? Not me. I don't care. I don't give an F. I don't give a single F or an S. I really wish I could get that freaking wire down. I'm thinking I need to, like, put that there so it'll stop as going up on top of that thing. This is exciting, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Oh, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. Space Jam, bitch. Welcome to the Space Jam. Everybody, get up. It's time to jam now. God damn it. I was really hoping this would be an exciting episode of me doing productive things and not having to come back to Earth. It's almost full. We can almost go back and start hooking up our wind turbines. This thing is cooking stuff. Great. Oh, I did confirm that you can plant trees and stuff on the actual moon dirt. You don't need regular dirt necessarily to plant stuff on it, which is unrealistic, but not entirely terrible. Kind of a good thing, actually. Look at this. Look at this thing fill up like a badass. How much is it? 2,700. Okay. That's almost done. Is there anything we need to do that we can do, really? We can't really do much. Once this is done, which it is now done, we can plug it back into our spacesuit. Let's see. This here, and we can now unhook this, and I say that we need to unplug that one, and then plug this one on the top if possible. There we go. We need to undo this one as well. There we go. I'm just gonna get rid of all these. Why not? Alright, so these things are hooked up again. Perfect. We don't really need this thing hooked up, but it is now hooked up. So all we need is this one. We need to get the aluminum, pop it in here, and then re-look at this. We only need 2 sets. Alright, we have a tin canister. We need another one, which is a bunch of tin, actually. This might be an issue. We're almost out of tin, and we still need to use a ton of it. Oh, come on, really? It makes 2, and I know... Fucking asshole. Alright, let's calm down. Let's calm it down a notch. Right? We got some aluminum. Right? We got some aluminum. I'm going to put this all in this chest as our active project, right? So we got our tin, we got our tin canisters, we got a single steel thing. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 12 aluminums, okay? We need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 of these steel ones. 1, 2, 3. What? 4, 5, 6, 12. So we need about 12 of those. We need 12, 14, 12, so that's not too bad. We just don't have it right now. So if I pop our quarry onto another spot, we should have it. You know, we'll have it all by next episode for sure. So let's head back with our full tanks and hope nothing goes wrong. Hope nothing goes wrong. Come on. Oh, I thought that was an Enderman, this ugly wire. Whew. Okay, so what we need to do now is we just need to go ahead and take the... It's not as advanced, not quite as cool, but this bubble distributor is going to have to do. And while we do that, we know that we can actually have a doorway there. I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, it's daytime, and while it's daytime, I think it's imperative that we do our windmill work here. Oh shit, I forgot that I blocked this in as well. There we go. There we go. Okay. Block that. Alright, perfect. So, wow, lagging a little bit here. Alright, perfect. Alright, so here's the idea. We're going to put it up here as well. I was going to put it outside in the backyard or something, but at this point, I'm just kind of ready to get it done. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. So I think these hook up on the front, actually. So yeah, they hook up on the front. Where the hell did that wire go? Where the hell did the wire go? Jeez, it's crazy. Alright. Okay, got that one. We got to be close to it so we can pick it up immediately. Alright, let's face this way now. That's perfect. That's perfect. They're sort of hitting each other. Not only each other, but also the solar panels. But living on the edge, as Aerosmith says, living on the edge. And also, as Bon Jovi says, living on a prayer. Both of those things. We're living on both an edge and the prayer. Look at this. Look at this. These things should be generating some fizzy. And that is, of course, power. That's what I'm calling power now, because I'm completely and utterly hip. Alright, so this thing is working. It is daytime. It's hard to tell I'm trapped myself in here. I've trapped myself in here. I'm actually quite frightened. I don't want to die here. I don't want to die on the moon, General. And then also, on top of that, I don't want to die trapped by wires and solar panels. It's not my dream to do that. I want to die on a motorcycle with a chainsaw, some sort of accident combining those two things. This is like the opposite end of that spectrum, isn't it? It's like, okay, on one side it's like chainsaw motorcycle accident. On the other side of the spectrum, entrapped by wires and solar panels. Both of those things are on the other side of one another. Okay, we've done it. We've got a bubble down here. Oh, look at this. Our bubble's back. Perfect. So, it's become very clear we need more oxygen collectors, which means we're going to need even more power, even though we have 6 solar panels and 2 wind turbines, right? I'm going to confirm all this information, of course, between episodes, because I want to know exactly how many collectors we're going to need, and then I need to test and see how much energy they really pull, because I really don't know. This is not a huge building. It's not a huge building. It's surely 1 or 2 oxygen collectors is enough to seal off this area. But who knows? Who knows? Right now we're doing okay with our bubble. We hooked up our windmills up the top. That's perfect. We've rehooked up our oxygen distribution system, and also it should be noted that we have moved the front yard over to where our new enclosed area is. The problem with this is apparently this reinforced glass doesn't actually seal, so I'm going to have to rebuild that with regular glass. I mainly built it with reinforced glass, used a bunch of iron to do it, which was a waste, so that if meteors hit it, it would be a little bit protected. But apparently, it's no go. Either way, we could try technically just sealing with an airlock area. I'm gonna try it out, but I mean, I think it's a no-go there. For now, the oxygen bubble is our savior. We don't have to worry about using oxygen up. It's all working, functioning correctly. I need to put the door back up. The airlock is our next big step, isn't it? It's our next big step to have an airlock right here. Maybe another one over here later. Just one airlock for the time being would be fine with me. Even if I have to add another wall in here to sort of have just a small area that's safe, would be fine. And then we can just use our oxygen tanks whenever we are going out beyond that point, you know? So if you guys have any ideas on what I can do, what's next, any sort of rules about the oxygen sealer system, let me know. I think this place is looking pretty good, all things considered. Maybe not the most functional thing ever, but it's definitely looking good. Looking better, anyway. And we have oxygen bubble back. and I've done really a lot of the stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to seal it up a lot as well, but expanding the building, making it more power, giving it more power with more solar panels and wind turbines and stuff, and then relocating our oxygen source into an enclosed environment like that. It's all stuff that I wanted to do. So next time, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to let you guys know where we are at on the sealed oxygen environment, and then maybe we'll go into the nether and see what's up with the nether, and we'll go from there. So until next time, I'm Mesh. This is EchPlays Galacticraft. We're on the moon still, doing moon stuff, getting our moon on. That's all I've got. Until then, till next episode, as usual, play on.